You are up on Rumble.
Okay.
Oh, he is. Let me look at that. Okay, now he is. Okay, hello, Rumble. And then you're on Twitch. You're on Twitch.
All right. What's going on, guys? It's the Dragoncraft Gaming. I'm Dragoncraft, and we're here to do some D&D, guys. We're here to do some D&D. And check it out. I actually made sure that my mic was live this time. So you guys can actually hear me this time. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and get started with introductions as usual. And I see the has-been hotel stuff that you posted, Shorty.
Oh, where?
In the Dragon Age chat.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Anyway.
Yeah, all adult
Sorry
jokes.
you had to see that.
I mean, a lot of the adult stuff just goes over my head. So I'm just sitting back, just enjoying the amazing animation and badass songs. So.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with Naz. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Naz or Nazareth, and I play Lort. He's the bard.
All right. Nutmeg. We're not gonna have you introduce yourself yet, but we have Nutmeg from our Tuesday game, guys. Say hi.
Bonjour, hello. I'm the Canadian of the group. We're close enough. I play a character who's going to be here for not the whole campaign. Gonna pop in and out some places. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, Druce. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Sir Druce, are you there? Oh no, we have silence.
Radio silence.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll have to introduce him for him until he's able to be back at the mic. So yeah, Sir Druce is the rogue of the group, swashbuckler specifically, named Nelson. All right. Go ahead and introduce your character, Shorty.
I play Sylvie / Valkyrie, the Blood Hunter with 2 personalities.
All right.
I'm a half elf.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Will, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yep, I am playing Ryo, the Kitsune Oath of the Harvest Paladin.
All right. So, who wants to do the recap?
Totally me.
Yeah, totally Nutmeg, who has not been here for most of this.
Yeah.
I think I'll do my best.
Well, you do have notes.
My best
I
go.
think you're the only one that has been taking notes.
Well, I do have notes, but they're not like notes about everything that happens. They're just about specific bits of information that we would need to remember.
All right.
I mean, that might...
They're in character notes, so but from what I can remember, we basically spent all of last session firstly looking for somebody to help us forge a fake of an item, and then we found that person, and then Nelson messed it up, and then we tried to salvage it, and then that person turned into a monster.
That is, Cab, I did not mess it up. You didn't specify enough,
was
so I went in without the proper information.
The character.
There was a
Listen,
miscommunication.
listen, he only messed it up because you messed it up.
There was a
If I say the name of a
miscommunication.
character, I mean the character, not the player.
Yes,
I mean Nelson,
I'm
the character messed
Nelson
it up because he decided
messed
to
up.
start hitting on her.
Well, listen, that wasn't the entire South, right? That's being disingenuous here.
But anyway, she turned into a monster for seemingly no reason, and then we fought the monster, but we didn't kill her, and she turned back to normal, so that's cool.
Should have killed her.
And we have got a deal set up in exchange for, us not killing her when she turned into a monster for no reason. She's going to do it for free. And that's, I believe, where we left off, is we did that, and then we left.
Okay.
Oh, and also, the books does not like Nelson for some reason.
Yeah, there's a There's a mysterious
I
fox
think
following us around.
it's
and I
better
really want- I
to
wonder what it
fucking emphasize who actually likes Ned rather than people who don't.
All
There was a
right.
weird fall that like face planted into Nelson. Yeah.
All right. So, now that we have the recap done, which Naz, you have a D6 inspiration for that.
We'll note that down.
For doing the recap. Okay. So, you guys had finished up doing the deal with the person that is going to basically forge this arcane rifle that you guys have. And they, as you said, have agreed to do it for free. But you guys went back to camp, and yeah, after going back to camp, it is I'll say the next day, because you guys had a pretty full day yesterday with everything that happened with the Nelson shenanigans and all that good stuff. You guys, it is a new day. So you guys wake up in the morning, and the lady said to you that it would take a few days. So, if I remember correctly from last session, you guys were talking about kind of maybe doing a little bit of recon on the Mage Tower, or the Wizard's Tower, whatever you want to call it. Just like doing a little bit of recon and kind of checking it out. Is that your plan still today?
I mean, we don't really have much else better to do.
All right, so Will, do you want to bring up the main map again?
Yes. Yeah, and before we get started,
Yeah, is there anything you guys would like to do for your morning ritual? Anything that you guys would want to do this morning to kind of, get ready for the morning? I'm not sure if Rio is going to be handing out rat on a stick this morning or not. But, as breakfast, but that is one of the food provisions that you do have.
I mean, I think he would, or at the very least, there would be the option to, because he wants to, well, experiment and try to figure out the best sort of way to handle rat on a stick.
All right, just for those of you who might be joining us for the first time on here, this right here is the Archmage or the High Mage Tower up here. And this is where the party itself is currently at, here at the center of town. So this is where they are. They are currently disguising themselves as a traveling circus within the center of town here, performing they even did a performance and did actually quite well with their performance as the traveling circus in the center of the mage city. This city is entirely made up of mages, of different schools of mages, and stuff like that. If you want more on that, I will tell you that I do have a YouTube channel that does have the previous streams archived there of these sessions, if you would like to kind of catch up and know what's going on more fully here, because it would take too long to explain everything, and I don't want to do that. I want to be able to have a session here. So anyway, yeah, so they're down here currently waking up in the morning and getting ready to do whatever they want to do. So Rio, you were going to attempt to hand out rat on a stick.
Yes.
All right. How does the party receive said rat on a stick?
I just eat it.
I don't think Lorit trusts it, so I think he's not going to
Yeah.
partake.
I might not like it, but Valkyrie likes it, so that's the reason I'm eating it.
All right. What about Nelson, Sir Druce? How does how does Nelson take the rat on a stick? Does he eat it, or what does he do?
Fuck yeah, he eats it. He's the one who got that shit originally.
Yep. Yeah, so Sir Druce's character literally bought out this vendor of all the rat on a stick that he had. So,
It was very hilarious. It was very humorous.
yes, very much so.
Tastes like
Alright.
chicken, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, is that Will did roll pretty well on doctoring up this this rat on a stick. It's not horrible.
Nah, it was good beforehand.
But it is an improvement. It is an improvement from what it was before. So, all right.
Yeah. And before we go any further, we have one big disclaimer. We are not associated with Loot Tavern or D&D
Oh, yeah.
Shorts. We only have the PDFs and the books. You can find the books on Loot Tavern's website store. And Ryuko's Kickstarter should still be taking late pledges.
Yeah, actually, go ahead and post a link to Loot Tavern within the chat. And I will make sure to put it in the description of the YouTube video when it does go up. So, yeah. We just use Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms, I think is what it's called.
Yes.
And Heliana's Guide to I forget the last part.
Monster hunting.
Yeah, Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunter. That's we are currently using those in this campaign. So, all right. Moving on. So, Lauren, you have been kind of leading this party for the most part. To be honest, you've kind of become the unofficial leader, I guess.
Yeah.
Is
not,
there?
Yeah, not officially.
Yeah, not officially, but unofficially. So is there any ideas as to how you would want the party to move today? Would you want everybody to go to the High Mage's Tower in order to investigate, or would you want to split things up, or how would you want to do it?
Well, I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm thinking that.
Just realized
Lauren.
this is my choice of character didn't really fit.
Lort is going to, I think he's going to say that, I think he's going to say that the others should check out the college, the one that is not the tower.
Well, there's a few of them. Which one?
The one that's next to the tower and is not the tower, not the druid place. That one's
Oh, the sorcerer school,
Yeah.
essentially. Okay.
yeah, the school in up there, and then Loret himself is going to give the tower a look, and I think he might, maybe, yeah, I think it might be a good idea to. He's gonna bring Nelson with because he's a sneaky guy, and you need a sneaky
Needs
guy
his
for-
expertise.
for the tower. So he's going to relay that to the team. He's going to say, I think today we should investigate a bit more. And then he kind of directs the others around and says, I think that Nelson and myself will investigate the tower, and I think it's a good idea for the rest of you to check out the college. And he kind of gestures in the direction of it. And he says, it seems to be a public place, so it shouldn't be too difficult to at least learn a little bit about it, even if you can't get inside. And then he turns to Nelson, and He says, but the tower might be difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be easy to get into there.
And he adds that it also isn't really our goal to get in, per se, at the moment. We just need to learn more. I think that that artifact is our best chance at getting in, and we shouldn't push our luck just yet.
You also get a sending in your head,
Oh, really?
Laura.
Really?
Yes, you do.
From who?
From the forgery lady. She basically says to you, she says, all right, just because I don't want to see that rogue ever again, I have made your order top priority. So, your replica will be done before the end of the day.
Oh.
I am putting a rush order on this because I had some time to think. Because I feel that if I see that rogue again,
Oh god.
I will probably kill him. So, please, I will send another. I think it's only 25 words, so this is multiple sendings. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. The nobody ever abides by the word limit on sending because it's kind of stupid, and nobody
Yeah.
can really be expected to count their words when they're playing a game like this.
right. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
funny
just-
to watch people try. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny to watch people try because I've seen it on Critical Role and I've seen it on Dimension 20 where they struggle to get the 25 words, and it's actually kind of funny. Like literally Laura Bailey's "Are you pooping?" is just legendary. It's just funny. So anyway, that was the last four
But,
words that she chose. Anyway. Moving on. So she says, she basically tells you she'll send you another sending when it's ready.
Does this sending have the same property that message does, where you can respond, or is it just a
Yes.
one-way
Yes.
thing?
Yes, you can respond.
Okay, well,
Same thing, 25 words, but like I said, I'm not really paying
Yeah.
attention.
yeah, Lord's gonna respond, and he's just gonna say, much appreciated. Sorry for troubling you so much.
You get no response. But yes, now you are free to do as you please.
This is hilarious. At least we got one thing out of that entire ridiculous.
Yeah, at least it kind of turned out in the end where we got a priority order.
Yeah. Nelson pissed off somebody so badly that they're actually getting an expedited job.
Yep.
Much
You're welcome.
All right. So
But,
you and Sir Druce are going to be going to the High Mage's Tower, right?
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
All right. So we'll start with you, and then you and I think Shorty, and Rio, and then also Red's characters, Kat Nora, will be going with you, going together to go to the Sorcerer's School. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll start with you and Nelson. So, how do you guys approach the High Mage's Tower?
Well, Laura is he's just gonna go towards it, normally. But once he kind of gets within, there's a certain range where once you're heading towards it, it's really obvious that you're going there. He's gonna stop at about that point, and he's gonna scope it out and see, if there are any particular entrances, if there are any particular people who are maybe keeping watch, or if there's any signs of what their security is like, and if there's any process on who gets in and out, or if it seems to just be something that we can't see.
Right. Okay. Do me a favor. Roll me a perception check. Same thing for you, Nelson.
Okay, I will do
Perception
that.
check.
Perception, he says.
Yes, I will do that. That is a 17.
All right. What about you, Nelson?
Hold on. Take me a second to boot up here.
Oh, you're good.
You said perception?
Yes, perception.
Perception, okay. Glorious 4.
Ah, shit. Well, I mean, I could say that, Lorit, would probably point it out if you don't notice it right away. But,
Yeah, he's gonna point out whatever he notices.
yeah. So, what you see, and what you see also, Nelson, when Lorit points it out to you, is you see a cloaked figure also watching the High Mage's
Interesting.
Tower.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna ask is, what does this person's cloak look like? Is it just a cloak, nondescript?
So, Nutmeg, what kind of cloak would your character be wearing?
Oh.
It's probably just a fairly plain cloak, nondescript, trying not to draw any attention to themselves.
Okay. So you don't really get a good look at their features. So, Nutmeg, roll me a perception check to see if you see Lorit and Nelson.
Yeah,
Our friends just
wonder
walk
if
around
you'll
like
see
clowns.
if you'll see the kobold jester in a red and blue costume. I wonder if you'll see him.
I wonder.
Are you good
Yeah.
with physical
I
dice,
didn't say
or-
that it was going to be a high DC, okay?
I mean, I use physical dice, so
And also,
Fuck it,
I
like,
would
we've
presume that it's
dice.
fine.
Yeah,
People in this
I'm
town would
usually
have shit heard of us 'cause
pretty
we
lenient
were
about
doing-
it as long as you guys are honest.
It was like, I mean, like, if
Awesome.
you were in the city for a little bit, you should have heard of us because, like, apparently they not had like a
Yeah.
circus
Oh, yeah, we
for a
had, like, a
while.
big
And
Show.
we did a show. We did some fancy knife play, and it was cool.
BS 17.
Yes, that you would notice them. So, what would Nutmeg do? Oh, well, what would your character do, Nutmeg?
Hold on. Let me just look at her 4 pages of notes. I feel like she just looks at them, realizes who they may be potentially.
And that they've
Just
also noticed you.
She just
Yeah, because I think
sighs.
Lorit kind of points out this individual to Nelson, visibly points out, and
Sorry, I had the
And
Spider-Man
Nutmeg,
meme
if
in
you
my
don't
head.
mind for a moment, I am going to say what you'd probably do in this moment, if you don't mind. If that's okay with
Alrighty.
you.
Yeah.
So, as we discussed before, you
Yes.
don't really know these people and you don't trust them. So, you just kind of slink back into the shadows of the alley and just, leave and disappear.
Yeah. Yeah. Can confirm.
So,
That's
if I was
That's-
you, if you want to pursue, you could try. Lorit, that's up to you guys.
yeah, I think Lorit is going to look at Nelson and say, that seems suspicious to you, doesn't it?
Maybe a little bit.
And then he says, I think we can't be too careful on this mission. I think we should figure out what that's about. And he goes off in the direction of that individual, and hopefully
I'll
we'll
back him up.
I mean,
We'll-
you
we'll
guys come to an empty alley.
follow.
There's nothing in the alley. You don't see anything.
Is it a dead end?
Surprisingly, yes.
Interesting. Well,
my God.
that means it isn't
Yep.
empty. That's the logical conclusion, is that this is not an empty alley. So he's going to look around, and see if he can spot anything suspicious about this particular
Don't be suspicious.
alleyway.
Don't be suspicious.
Roll me
Don't
a
be
perception
suspicious.
check,
Don't
and
be
I
suspicious.
will let you know that this is a high DC.
Yes, which is I was expecting that, which was why I would ask that Nelson give Lord advantage on that, so we have a higher chance.
The
Well,
help
actually,
action, yeah.
Does Nelson
I
have
don't
a
know
better,
if I
a
feel
better
like
perception?
What?
Does Nelson have a better perception than
I
Laura?
have a
Or just a +1?
I have a +2, so it's
Okay, so
better
then
by
yeah, you should
1.
roll, and then Laura will give advantage.
Okay.
While they're rolling, Dragon, did you see my DM?
I'm about to. Sorry, I was.
Oh, that's okay.
I was getting a drink. Sorry about that.
Perfect.
See, I already hydrated before you even said anything, shorty. Anyway.
How would you know I'm about to move my head to that mouse? And click on the hydrating noise. I gotta make sure you cannibalize on some water, okay? Because technically you're like...
Yeah, that's what
made
I
out.
figured, Nutmeg. That's what I figured.
Cool. Yep.
All right.
like stuff that haunts my nightmares. Just like the person just walks. No, I'm joking, by the way, nightmares, but it's like, you're just like, oh, where's the person going? Like, it's an empty alleyway. It's like, what?
So what did you get for your perception, Nelson?
Oh, 14.
14? All
Kinda
right.
funny.
Yeah,
funny she climbed up the wall.
you don't see anything that really catches your eye.
Hmm. Okay.
And you
yeah,
rolled
we
that
don't-
with advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we can't. Oh. It's probably too late now. I probably should have given him Bardic Inspiration. It's a bit late for that.
This dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well. That's
And you
alright.
can give that free inspiration that I gave you to somebody else if you so choose.
Yeah. Okay. But it is kind of late for that. We already have the outcome.
Right.
So, I think, Laura he's taken the hint that we're not going to just find this person by looking. So I think he's gonna kind of poke Nelson in the side with his elbow, and he's gonna say out loud, well, I guess it was nothing. And he's gonna turn around and start to leave. But as he does that, he's gonna keep his ear out for if anything happens.
Yeah, it must have been the wind.
Oh my god, Skyrim reference. Okay.
My cousin has... oh, sorry. I get guard duty, but my cousin goes out hunting dragons.
My cousin goes out fighting dragons, and I'm stuck with guard duty.
And what do I get?
Something like that.
God duty.
Anyway.
Oh, did someone steal your sweet roll?
Okay, enough of the Skyrim references. Anyway.
Oh, you're awake.
All right, so you leave the alley, right?
We begin to.
Okay.
Indubitably.
Laura is keeping an ear out and also an eye out just in case as they turn their backs and leave, because, presumably there's still somebody in here and they're going to do something when we try to turn around.
All right.
So
roll me
what
one
happens?
more perception check to see if you can
Okay.
notice anything.
Once again, I'm gonna give Nelson advantage, but I will do Bardic Inspiration this time.
You
What
giving
am I
him the
doing?
free advantage,
by the
free
way.
inspiration, or one of your bardic inspirations?
I'm gonna give the Bardic one,
Okay.
because why not?
What I miss?
So that's.
Nothing really yet.
investigating.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception. With advantage, and and you can roll a d6 and add to that.
I
as Bardic
guess.
Inspiration. The better we succeed, the better,
So 24.
24. Okay. So you don't actually see anything. But what you do notice is that the barrels on the left side of the alleyway don't look right. And with you being a rogue, especially the swashbuckler persuasion, Nelson, since you rolled a 24, I will let you know that you recognize this now as a secret passage.
Nah, I knew it. I knew it. I'm gonna nudge Lord and just kind of like, tilt my head towards the barrels.
But I will let you know that even noticing this secret passage, the person that had been watching the tower, by this point, as much time has passed, they're long gone. But you did see,
you never
more
know
than
who's
likely,
listening.
how they got out of this alley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to the barrel now.
You see
Yeah,
that there
Mort
is
will follow.
you see that the barrels, continuing, giving you one more little tidbit from this 24. You do see that these barrels obscure, pretty well, a entrance leading into like literally leading down under the streets of the city.
Interesting.
Oh god,
Alright.
we're gonna find the Ninja Turtles down there.
Fuck it, we ball regardless. I'm going down there.
All right,
Gosh,
then
we're
well,
finding
the
Ninja
Lord's
Turtles
gonna
down
follow.
there.
Because like, splitting up is probably not a good idea, so he's going with.
Out of curiosity, where am I?
You're with
You're with the other group.
yeah, you're with
Who is-
Shorty's
They're
character,
gonna
Rio.
investigate the college.
Yeah, the Sorcerer's College. They're investigating the Archmage's Tower. Or the
Yeah,
High
we're investigating the
Mage's
tower.
Gotcha.
And
Oh,
you guys are
Dragon,
at
one quick
the
thing.
college.
Say, what'd you say, Red?
I was say one last quick thing, real quick, as far as the character skill. There is something I don't understand its amount I can use it for. So in the meantime, I'll be using it with something in tangent. But I want to talk to you later about it,
Okay.
about a specific thing.
Oh, also, Nutmeg, Red. Red, Nutmeg.
Hello.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Alright.
Bonjour, monsieur.
All right.
Oh, mozzarella.
That's Italian.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on.
I'll be oh my god.
there you go. That's French.
Oh.
Anyway,
Like the stars, I like
so
the
you
baby.
guys
Oh, actually,
head down. Hang on. You guys head down into the entrance. Moving on from you for a minute, we're gonna go over to Red
there.
and the rest. So you guys approach the Sorcerer's College, which, if you look at the map here, is over here. So you see the Sorcerer's College, and it looks like most normal colleges that you would see in the rest of the world. The only difference being is that there are various students practicing different types of spells out in the courtyard. Like, nothing big, because of course they don't want to set anything on fire. So, but they're practicing with smaller spells to just kind of, get the hang of these smaller spells. Like, they're doing like little cantrips and stuff like that. It's especially the the younger students who are probably first years at this college.
Yeah. I want to make note. I'm on my phone, so I actually can't see the map nor move my character, but I otherwise have my sheet to use.
Right.
And also, if it's like a college, shouldn't there be like tours that we can like just like
You
sign
can,
up for?
You can ask about that if you choose.
Why is it-
Oh, real quick. Sorry, I wanted to add that joke earlier with the French pun. I actually know how to say something. I think it's like pronounced. Je m'appelle.
Are we back on the
Shut
French?
up.
Let's play the damn game. Come on.
Oh.
Yes, please,
I mean, maybe you
mon
can
Alright.
find an excuse to speak
Okay.
French in game.
Yeah.
Like mon cher.
He's showing
I
off
don't
his
know,
frickin'
like,
French,
or
man. I could do
something.
the same thing with my Japanese. Come on.
That would
Anyway,
be so
so, but,
cool. That would
So,
be pretty
is
cool.
there a stand and/or reception desk that has said area to sign up for tours?
You would have to enter the building. Right now, you guys are out in the courtyard.
I will.
And you
start
would have to
walking
know
towards
where the actual
entrance.
main entrance is, too.
Never mind. Is there any random student-looking person walking around?
Yeah, you see a younger girl wearing the robes that would fit the sorcerer school. As you have noticed, like as you kind of been in the city for like a day or so now, you kind of noticed noticed a trend that different schools within this city, depending on the school of magic that they're going to college for, have different uniforms for them, different robes that they wear. And they each robe is represented by certain colors. So these ones, if I remember correctly, Laura, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm going based off of memory right now. The colors for the sorcerer school were blue, I think.
Let's see. Yeah, they were blue.
Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, you see this young girl in like she's probably like 18, 19, wearing these blue robes, walking.
I think they're blue.
Yeah.
They're either blue or yellow.
Okay.
Not
But
pretty.
they're walking by you as you
Okay,
stand in the courtyard.
I reach my hand out real quick, kind of like I don't grab them exactly. I kind of like do that little gentle tug on the cloak of just like trying to get their attention and kind of actually, you know what? Yeah, I literally just go like, excuse me.
Yes. I'm in a really big hurry. I'm gonna be late to my next class.
Apologies. Actually, it has to do with your school. I'm wondering where the entrance is, so I might sign up for it too. I'm new to this particular place, and I'd like to get a look around here.
Oh, you just came to the city. You're proficient in magic, or one of your children?
Yes, I have a young one showing early talent, and I'd like to just go about places for in the future.
Oh, well, yes. The entrance is down the hall that way, and you'll see these big double doors. You'll come into a large chamber, and you'll see these big double doors that lead you into the lobby, which will have the front desk and a place where you can sign up for classes. Pretty much everything you need to get started.
Thank you very much. No, go on. Education's important. Go on.
And she scurries on.
You have a child?
Oh, no, but they don't need to know that.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, Rio could have just done kind of, because he does have one very niche spell, Control Flames, which, considering worst case scenario, he could have just used that.
But like, yeah, look at me. I'm here to sign up for classes. But
yeah, no. So, if anything, she kind of goes and just right then. Let's head off then and get a tour set up. Should we just do it for us right now? Should we see if there's anything we can sign up for later?
all right. So you guys head into the college, the Sorcerer's College, and right now we'll go back to Loret and Nelson, going down into the depths under the city.
Yes. So what does this place that we're going to even look like for starters?
Well, as you go down, it just kind of looks like normal, like, you know, underground maintenance of like the city, kind of like, you know, a way for as you see, this place is, you know, plentiful with water. They do have aqueducts for, like, you know, people to get water into their homes, like mainly the upper class. So the upper class of these homes here in this city actually have indoor plumbing, where they can get water directly into their homes.
Yeah, very fancy.
So, which, believe it or not, hey, if you guys want to sit there and say that that's not historically accurate, let me tell you something. Romans had indoor plumbing, believe it or not.
Yeah.
In like the high fancy homes of like the senators and stuff like that within the Roman government and like the high wealthy people, they actually had indoor plumbing, believe it or not. So
when in Rome.
So yes, this is something that is totally possible during medieval times. All right, moving on. So yeah, so like the houses within here have indoor plumbing, and you see that these passageways actually kind of lead you through these areas where they do maintenance or work on the indoor plumbing, which you find is a blend of technology and magic. You see that they like magic keeps the flow steady and constant.
Interesting.
And also, as you pass beneath certain homes, you actually see that there is magic in place for hot and cold water.
Very interesting.
So, as you pass beneath the area, I need Nelson. What languages are you proficient in?
I got Common, Elvish, and Thievescan.
All right, so you actually, so then this wouldn't be, this would only be a roll to see if you see it. So roll me a perception check, please.
Oh man, if only I was there. I bet it's Dwarvish.
10.
Well, yeah. Do you have dark vision?
No.
Yeah, then
I'm
you
sure.
wouldn't see it, because it is dark down here. You
I
actually
think
kind
Orc
of have.
does. He's a kobold.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good for
I'll
you.
let you roll the perception check then.
Yeah, I mean he's got common and draconic, so
You wouldn't be able to read it, but
maybe
you'd be
that'll
able
help.
to see where it is. And
Yeah.
if you have, if
And
either
maybe
of you
potentially
guys
identify
have,
it.
yeah, if either of you guys have some form of illumination, you could probably show it to him.
Yeah.
I'm sure I do.
So he. Yeah, I'll roll, and I'll use my free
Yeah, well,
inspiration for this because this
I
seems
have a
kind of important.
lantern. Could just light my lantern.
Yeah. Well, this sucks. Actually, I'm not going to use my free inspiration for that because even if I get the highest roll possible, I'll still fail. That's cool. So we just don't see it at all, and we don't get to know that information.
Well,
It's great.
you just don't see it right now. That's what I'll say.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give you another opportunity in a little bit.
Yeah, because it is kind of weird that D&D logic is like, oh, you failed to see this thing, you will never see it again. You know.
No, I don't play it like that. It's,
Like
it's
realistically,
more like,
you could just continue to look. You know.
yeah, like you continue down through these paths. You don't really have a good sense of direction of where to go because you see that there are multiple paths because these things go underneath multiple houses, especially in the high class district. So, so you have two options right now. You can continue on and just kind of see what you see, but you won't know where you're going. Why do I hear like somebody's jet is taking off? Anyway,
I don't know.
now it's gone. Okay, we're good. Anyway, number 2, you can kind of turn back for now and see if you can come down here with, more people and more opportunity to be able to figure out where you would be going.
I think that before making that choice, Lorit is going to check to see if you can notice if there's anything that resembles a trail here. Any sign as to, like, any sign that that individual has been here. Any potential thing that we could use to find that person.
All right. So first of all, my question to you, Nutmeg, would you be
Hi.
trying to pass through here stealthily, or would you be trying to? I mean, I know you did your thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess that kind of count as stealth.
I think she would be trying to do it stealthily, but then also like watch them and see what they're doing.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check then.
Sure. Advantage because of the thing?
Yep.
Cool.
I wonder what this
Child-
thing is. Sounds very
I
ominous.
wonder. Oh, that would be a natural 20 for 24.
Ah, shit.
Aw.
Hello. So, I mean, if you could beat a 24, if you got could you do that? On an
mean-
investigation, either you or Lorit.
Um,
I mean, either you or Nelson.
Let's see.
Who has a higher
I
intelligence?
mean, it's possible.
I mean, you're welcome to try and roll.
What is Nelson's investigation? Lorit's is just +1.
I'm sorry, what was it you said?
What is Nelson's investigation?
+1.
Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter who rolls, because one can give the other advantage, and then we can use a. Or I think you should roll it so that I can give you Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
with advantage. So you roll with advantage because help action. Okay, yeah, I'll give it a Bardic Inspiration. It's still possible. It's still possible.
D6, right?
Yeah, I think it's
D6,
D6. Yeah.
So, dirty 20.
Yeah, you do not notice anything between the two of you. She is like a leaf in the wind underneath her.
No fun allowed. No fun allowed.
Oh no!
Sorry.
We don't
Trust
get to do
me.
anything. We've got to leave.
Trust me. Me and Nutmeg have actually planned this, so trust me, there will be fun to be had.
We want to derail your plans.
Truth
It's
is,
not done that
Laura,
way.
the game was rigged from the start.
I was like, this isn't going the way we talked.
I had to.
At
I
all.
made some small changes. I had to make
Yeah,
some
it's
small
fine.
changes because I forgot
Yeah.
that they didn't have the
The
counterfeit
thing,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have the
Yeah.
counterfeit yet. I forgot about that.
Gosh,
So-
guys, get good.
So,
Sounds like
Anyway.
a skill issue.
anyway, so yeah, you you do decide to turn back.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no point in continuing if there's just no way that we can possibly. We don't have anything at all. We don't have any clue. We don't have any trace. We have nothing. It would just be worthless to continue forward at this point.
You just
On your
know
way
that-
out,
We
the-
would just do this again. We would just do this again and like waste a bunch of resources and fail a bunch of rolls and nothing would happen.
This is the there. I will allow one more thing.
Mhm.
I will allow Nelson on the way out one more chance to see the thing that I was hoping that he would see before.
Yeah, and Laura will give advantage with the help action on that.
So perception check.
One more time.
Yeah, please.
If it doesn't work this time, the dice gods have spoken.
Yes! 12.
I think that's good, right?
Yeah, that's enough. Like and also because of the fact that you said that you brought out your lantern, right, Nelson?
Yes.
Okay.
I love my lantern, so I can actually see down here.
Yeah. So you, with you bringing out your lantern, yes. If you hadn't brought out your lantern, probably not. But because you don't have dark vision. But with your
Yeah, but
lantern,
it would be
yeah.
kind of dumb not to bring it out.
Yeah. So you what you do see is that you do see thieves' camp markings on the wall.
Ooh.
It's a very small. You would have to look for it. You would have to like know this language and see it for what it is, as it being down here. So you do see thieves' camp scratched into the wall, and it's like in a place like on this corner wall where you wouldn't have noticed it if you didn't know what thieves' camp was. It would just look like some random scratches on the wall. So what you see in thieves' camp on the wall is it says, "Beware to those who don't belong."
Oh,
I wonder who
ominous.
that's about.
I think we should stay down
Maybe
here
that's
longer.
directed at-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We should actually turn around and go as far deep as we possibly can.
Yeah.
You hear whispers in
agree.
your mind.
Turn back.
So yeah, Laura, it's a very edgy warning saying that only those who should be down here, should be down here.
I mean,
And I think he
Where's
just
the rules
responds
of
by
play?
saying, he just says, well, clearly that means we need to check this out later. You can't just leave this alone now.
Yeah, I think we should stay longer.
I think he says, I don't think we're going to accomplish anything with just the two of us, so we might have to come back later with
Oh
the
yeah,
others, but we
Nutmeg.
should
Did I
definitely-
mention that Nelson has a death wish? Anyway.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Nelson and Lord are a great pair, honestly, because they're like the opposite characters.
Right.
Oh boy.
Lord
Like,
is
meaning like
basically
Laura
more
actually
silly
has
than-
some self-preservation.
Yeah.
Listen, I just have a very strong curiosity.
That's what it is, yep.
Anyway, so what do you guys do? Do you guys go back?
Yeah, I guess we'd be super lame. Take the logical decision and leave.
Yeah.
All right.
But Lord is going to remember this place for later, and I'm going to put it in his notes.
All right. So back at the sorcerer's school. Don't worry, Nutmeg. We're gonna get your introduction. I
All good.
promise.
All good.
So, we come back to the sorcerer's school, and in the sorcerer's school, you get to the main lobby, which is it like got these large, like they're not massive like you would see in like a palace or anything like that, but they're large double oak doors who have intricate carvings on there, showing the different schools of magic within sorcery. And when you get to these doors, you see these two guard gentlemen that are at the door that open the doors for you as you approach these large doors, the double doors. And you are shown into this large, ornate lobby. You see several of these clerks within the lobby who are speaking to different people about joining up with the school or putting their kids within this school in order to get them the education that they need on magic. So,
You just hear in the background just like, oh yes, we can sign them up for this semester, and then they can get right along in school.
all right, and lo and behold, as you're saying this, a lady walks up to you, like very eager, and she says, "Oh, you're interested in joining the sorcery school, or have some children that are looking to become sorcerers? I could speak with you if that's what you're looking to do.
Nora looks at. I forget who's with me again. I remember you
Rio
said.
and Vargry, I think.
Yeah,
It's
so
Sylvie.
Sylvie. my
It's
bad.
Sylvie at the moment. It's Sylvie at the moment.
Oh yeah, no, you're not in your wolfy
I-
form. That would be a disaster. Anyway.
Wait,
Yeah.
remind me again. How tall is Sylvie?
I'm like, looks at my D&D sheet. I gotta run find. Where is it? I'm
And
like,
also remind me what your character species is. I want to play
I'm a
something.
I'm a half elf.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like half elf, but I kind of lean toward more of the elvish characteristics. So it's
Yes.
like obvious, but just more elf-like. I'm like 6 feet tall.
She is a tall lady.
By chance, how old's your character?
How old would you think I would be, DM?
That's up to you. It's your character.
Well, how long did raised with my stuff? Maybe like 20 something.
Would you be
Perfect, that works.
early 20s or late 20s?
I probably say like early-ish 20s.
Okay, so like 23, 24?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That works. That works. Okay, perfect. Okay. Nora looks up at because Nora I think I made her only barely like 5 foot, 4 foot. No, 5 foot. She looks up at Sylvie and just says, "Oh yes, I'm looking to integrate."
Enroll.
Sorry, this isn't actually me just not saying words. Enroll. My. You know, I'm gonna roll with this because I thought about it. I'm here to enroll my stepdaughter into this school. Looking at Sylvie. Isn't
Like-
that right, dear?
What should I call you? It's like like
If
your
only
wait,
Laura was
stepdaughter.
here. He's
I mean, okay,
he's old
the
enough
way
to pass
I'll-
off one of the party members as one of his children.
Should I just call you
Yeah,
mom?
she is 50 years old. So to an extent, that's normally like 40 or 50 is the average for a dwarf to gain maturity. So you could say it's been like a few years for her to like be in the parenting position potentially, as far as like the story we're trying to play off. So you could say
Yeah.
you can call her mom,
It's like I'm like
or
or just mother as like is a formal thing. It's like of course mother.
The lady kind of just like looks at you both for a moment and is like, "Oh, you have yourself a found family. That's really nice. Yes, we would love to enroll your stepdaughter. Yes, please come with me." And she starts to lead you off toward this desk that's off to the side. And she gestures for you to both sit. And she sits down at her desk and she says, "So, what's your experience with magic?" Speaking to you, Sylvie.
Okay, this is out of character. How would I do that? Because I do like blood stuff.
Well, yeah, you're lying. You're faking. You can make something up.
Yeah.
here, how about this? I'll pitch you I'll throw you a pitch and you can see if you can catch it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, she has amazing talent with some like certain elements. I've seen her do some good, well, at magic with some earth, and a little bit of fire. She tends to kind of burn some of the plants she makes, but otherwise she has such good talent with her earth magic.
Oh, yes, talent is good, but talent must have control, which is what we would teach you here in this school to be able to control this magic. So that way, you don't accidentally set the drapes on fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So, as she continues on giving you this pitch for the school,
Yeah.
and so Rio, I think, said that he'd be right back. So I was about to ask him though, like what he's doing. So,
My
yes.
only problem is they ask.
I should
My
have
only
done a
problem.
thing.
Yeah,
Man,
my-
I can't rewrite a little bit behind, can I? I forgot about something I want to try out, but I forgot to implement it.
My
Right.
only problem is they asked me to show, like, if they asked me like show like an example, I don't think I could.
Oh yeah, you would have to. All you have are is your hemocraft, which is your blood magic essentially, from being a blood hunter. But
Yeah, it's like the only type of magic I have.
so yeah, you would have to then come up with some sort of deception to keep you in the game, which is going to be fun for for in a minute. So
Oh god.
Oh no,
Uh,
I have a plan. I have a plan B. Don't worry. As she's explaining all this stuff about the school, I
mhm.
want to like kind of like raise my hand, kind of like to like interrupt her kindly, you know?
Oh, she says she looks to you. She's oh yes, you have something to say.
Yes. Unfortunately, we're not exactly in this area yet. We plan to be moving here sometime soon. Within the next maybe few months. Hopefully, sometime that's reasonable for this kind of semester or so. If anything, we'd like a tour of the campus, if that's okay.
Oh yes, of course. Um, well, the thing is, though, is we have designated tour guides, and we don't exactly have one yet ready. That can take you on a tour. But that's why I'm sitting down with you right now to kind of get an idea of like what you're thinking of doing within the school. So what would you say is your strongest school of magic?
What type of magic did she say as far as her actual class? What was the type of magic she does?
It's
That's
called
kind of
hemocraft. It's the actual name is called hemocraft, which is essentially it's blood magic,
Hmm.
which is not an actual
But-
official
Yeah, that's
school
not
of
a
magic.
D&D school of magic.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But, like,
Well,
D&D
okay.
standards, it's
As
not a
far as
school
how
of
it
magic, it's a
looks,
type
as
of
far as how it looks, what would it if I were to try to lie? Would it look like something that happened because of, say, a burn?
Maybe conjuration because kind
I would say
of-
that it's most like evocation,
yeah
because a
evocation.
lot
That
of
was
the
the other one
spells
I
that
was
it
gonna
has
go
are
with.
like
yeah.
you
And I
you
just
can
like-
create like fire with it, and like you can create like
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
torches
if you
with
could
it.
be
It seems
sneaky
pretty
about it,
evocation.
I just
Yes.
realized this. If you could be sneaky about it, it's
You can conjure fire.
Shorty, you can do
Yeah?
your crimson right and make fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah,
I'll
so
have to
if
do it
you,
with the weapons.
it would have to be
Anyways.
done with sleight of hand, so that
Oh
way
my
they
God.
don't actually see you cutting yourself to be able to create the magic. So
Oh no, I have a side thought about that. I could sort of like take like a small dagger or something, or prick her finger under like the desk or whatever we're sitting at, so that when she gets ready to have to like say do a spell. per
yeah,
se,
because
she
you're
already
not
has a little bit of
actually
blood.
fully coating your blade with it.
No, I need a little
No.
bit.
Yeah. So yeah, you would only really cut yourself if you're trying to like coat the blade with the blood, so that way you can get the
Yeah.
crimson right. But just a little bit of fire, yeah, that I could be
Yeah.
okay with that. So,
Yeah.
all right,
But if anything, yeah. So she would start kind of like telling me like, oh yes, I've noticed some decent, I think you guys call it evocation. Apologies, I'm not magic type. There's more of my stepdaughters here, but I think evocation's the word.
okay, well that's good. That's good. Yeah, like the thing is though, is there are some mages who are more of an all-around type mage that can do different types of spells from different schools, much more they could just do it easily, just all schools. But there are others who are more centered towards a specific school of magic. So like we have your pyromancers, and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, I understand what you mean. Yes, maybe. Hey, dear, do you want to try that one little, the flicker thing when you flick your finger and you make what looks like a little candle that you actually set fire to the dripstone that one night?
Oh yes, I would
And,
love
well-
a demonstration.
While she's saying that, I want to secretly have my one hand under like the desk or whatever. Like, I'm imagining Sylvia's character like sitting in like a proper position, her hands on her legs, so, like maybe the desk covering her hands for a second. And while I reach my hand under slightly, using my other hand to distract, Sylvia,
Yeah.
you can see if you see this yourself.
All right.
I'm not
Actually,
exactly
what I'm
saying
gonna
that
have
to
you do first, Red, is I'm gonna have you do a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
Trying
please,
to
Lord.
pass this to Sylvie unseen.
And can I give him the help action if needed?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
actually, you don't need to.
I got that 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Oh.
you easily pass the dagger to Sylvie.
Oh. No, it's not a dagger. It's not a dagger.
Oh, I was thinking it was going to be like a little small, tiny dagger or something.
No, this is something to do with my new ability, and I'm hoping it doesn't make sound, but I'm imagining it's not going to matter since my sleight of hand was so good. Sylvie potentially might just see it because it's in her view, and I'm not hiding it from her, so she can see it if anything, if she wants to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A bony dagger like tendril comes out from my finger and stabs you in the finger.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it because my Chrism Right works with any weapon I'm holding?
Right. So, well, you can, it's like, what I'm gonna say here is it's more to do with the blood itself. So,
Yeah.
if you want to go ahead and roll, because you are going to take Crimson Right damage, go ahead and roll
Yes.
that d4.
Of course.
And you can give yourself a little bit of flame off the tip of your finger from the blood itself.
Yeah. I will do that.
Okay.
Like, just kind of, and like, it's kind of just like naturally just like like that weird just like flourish of the hand, just like make it where you can't really see where the part where the blood is on like the finger, and I'll
Yeah.
do the flame thing.
Okay. Yes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you, Sylvie. I'm gonna have you roll deception with advantage because you are doing the Crimson Right, making it look like you're actually doing evocation. So, yeah. I'll have you do that. Roll me deception with advantage.
Okay. How's 16?
I would say that is a pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
So you managed to deceive her, and she's like, "Oh, that is a really good start. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I think that you would be a very good fit for this school."
Thanks, man. That's very nice.
So yes, and she actually sees one of the tour guides arrive, and she waves him over, and you see this like half-orc man arrive, and she says, "Yes, these two right here are here for a tour of the school. This young lady here is looking to join our ranks. So, and this is her stepmother. And oh, also, who is this?" Gestures to Rio.
Question, Rio, was your character's gender male, female, or non-binary? What's the gender?
Is he even here?
He was. He said he was back in the chat and Roll20.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay, there he is.
Ryu's male, but he's kind of, I want to say,
Feminine,
very-
female?
I mean, you could make it like maybe your brother or something. I don't know.
No, I have a funnier idea. I just wanted to double check before I said something.
Ryu's male. However, A, you've never seen him without the armor on, and B, as you kind of are looking around, you see Rio's disappeared as he decided to wander off.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can say that that you retroactively did that because of the fact that you had to leave for a moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Where would Rio disappear off to?
I would say kind of very, I wouldn't say silently, considering he's in plate armor and he doesn't have good stealth. He's kind of just wandering around, just kind of taking in the college.
Oh, okay.
Because,
Kind of
for
doing your
him-
own little investigation. All right.
yeah.
Okay, real
All right,
quick,
so
Will,
we'll
what's
get
your
to.
favorite color?
Uh-huh.
No, I haven't. Do we see Rio in sight? Right? Do we see him in sight or no?
When would you have
Do-
said that you left? Do you think?
I would say probably around the time that Cat Nora and are probably a little bit after Getnora decided to make Sylvie into her stepdaughter.
Ah, okay.
You had nothing to do with it. Okay, so you're not even in the same like area. You might as well just be gone.
Yeah. All right, so we'll
Yeah,
get to
probably
you
not.
in a moment, Rio, but because there is a thing that happens with Lorit and Nelson.
Oh
Lorit,
god.
you get a sending message. This is because I would say after all this investigation that's happened, a few hours have went by. Like about 2 or 3 hours have went by. Probably more like 3. And you get a sending message. And you hear a out of breath forger lady sending you a message saying, "It's finished. Probably my best work done in the shortest amount of time. It's ready for you to come and pick up. So, come pick it up. Do not bring the rogue. I will shoot him."
Yeah, and
She'll do shit. She'll do fucking nothing.
He replies within the sending, like, all right, will do. And he turns to Nelson, and he says, you go on ahead and investigate the tower. I have an errand to run. And he's going to go off to do that. But after that suspicious encounter, he's going to keep an eye out because he doesn't want to be followed.
Right.
By
All right.
somebody that we don't in character.
Would
we have
you
no idea
have
where this
followed them
person
out
went.
of the passage, Nutmeg?
Yeah. Yeah.
Still maintaining the thing?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you head off to go and speak with the forgery lady. She meets up with you at her front door. You see that she is very disheveled, very like out of breath, sweat on her brow. But you do receive a replica of the Artcaster, and it looks pretty immaculate.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, he will take that, and he's going to do what he did before, and he's going to hide it within his costume to the best of his abilities.
Yeah, because this doesn't shrink or grow, obviously.
Yes.
Like the other one does.
It wouldn't matter anyway. It's still
Yeah.
a full-size weapon.
Yeah.
And he will say to this forger, he'll say, thank you very much for the excellent job, and again, sorry to have troubled you so much in the process.
Okay. Yeah, and with all of this, Nutmeg, you do witness pretty much everything that's been happening. Would you have stayed? You would have followed Lord specifically, right? Because Rio, of course, had wandered off towards going back to watch the High Mage's Tower.
Yeah, I feel like curiosity would have been like, where are they going? This is sudden that they're splitting up. Let's go see what they're doing.
Okay. So yeah, you received the Artcaster. Where would you go after this?
He's going to he's gonna keep that in his costume, hidden in there, and he's going to I think he's just going to he's gonna go back to our little spot, our little camp, if you will,
Mhm.
And he is going to. Still thinking about this. I know what he's gonna do. Hang on, let me give this a look, just in
Okay.
case, because he's pretty suspicious, because somebody was watching us, ran away when we noticed them, and then we haven't really figured out where that person went per se.
Mhm.
So for all he knows, he's really suspicious right now.
Okay.
So I need to check if this will work, what I'm going to attempt to do.
Okay.
But I think it probably will. Yes, okay. I know what he's going to do.
You are not high enough level for true sight.
No, that's not what he's going to do. In fact, he's kind of going to do the opposite of that, actually. He's gonna go into the little, like, into their cart, right?
Okay.
And at this moment, well, it's dark in there, because why would they leave, like, a lit lantern or something in there? So he's gonna go in there.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna go into the dark, thing.
Uh-huh.
And then he's going to cast Minor Illusion and create an illusion of himself that steps out of the, out of it, and then walks out of sight. Because that does fit within the parameters of what Minor Illusion can do. And he's
Alright.
just gonna wait. Because if theoretically, if somebody was going to, say, steal the thing that he just acquired, they're gonna assume that he just left it in there.
Alright.
So
Nutmeg.
he's just
what
gonna
would
sit there
you-
and wait.
What would your character do in this situation? I will let you roll on Arcana to be able to see if you can notice that this is indeed
Mhm.
an illusion.
I would say
Sure.
that it would probably be perception, because a visual illusion created
Yeah.
by Minor Illusion does
Okay.
not produce sound.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
So that's a subtle detail, because he doesn't wear shoes, so you wouldn't be able to hear his
So-
footsteps, but you might notice that his bells aren't jingling as he walks away. That's
Yeah.
what you would notice
So
for perception.
per the spell description, it's an investigation check against your DC.
Oh, okay, okay.
Aha. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I
investigation.
glossed over that.
No,
See,
it's
that's
okay.
that's why I'm glad that the players have a
Yeah.
spell description.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to have 50 million freaking spell descriptions to go through every time somebody casts a spell.
That would
Yep.
be a 15.
Yeah, that beats it. Oh, come on! I can't have anything today. I
I'm
had a cool
sorry.
plan and it doesn't get to work. Great.
Look, I had a
No
really
fun for you.
shit D&D game yesterday. This is just making up for it.
Yeah, you get all the good rolls.
So it's your
You don't get
fault.
to have fun
Well,
ever.
it's first game luck. That's all it is. All my rolls will be shit next time.
No.
So,
That's what we all say.
you know, so
Yeah,
what
well-
would Nutmeg do noticing that this is indeed an illusion?
Yeah, it's hang on, what does it say? I need to check the rules of Minor Illusion. Okay, yeah, it becomes faint. So you notice that his bells upon his costume don't jingle as he walks. You realize it's an illusion, and it becomes transparent. And obviously an illusion. And then as soon as it moves to a it just kind of walks aimlessly away because Laura
Yeah.
can't see where it's going. So once it gets far away, it just vanishes because there's no reason to keep it walking through all town.
Okay. Can you check your messages, Dragon?
Yeah, sure.
All the sneaky secrets.
Oh yeah, well, the thing I was gonna do was I was gonna make you out to be the husband.
That
I
would have been hilarious.
yeah, but
I
I
wish
think
you would have been there.
Right. So, as you're sitting in the wagon trying to, like, trick whoever has been following you, you hear a little knock on the side of the wagon.
Yeah, well, hearing a knock and presumably not seeing who it is, Laureate, he just says, who is it?
Somebody who you should trust.
And
Considering
he
that
just... But, yeah, continue.
considering that terrible replica you have.
And... and he just says, well, I think it's a very good one, mind you. And then says, but I feel like that's reason to trust you even less.
Do you want to get caught by the Mage's Tower?
And he just says, well, obviously not.
I would highly suggest giving the original to where it's supposed to go.
And he says, then that would make this a massive waste of time, and I would prefer not to do that, and I would prefer not to give up my one and only bargaining chip to the people that I would intend to use it to bargain with. That is the opposite of every plan that we have come up with so far. I don't think we're going to do that.
What are you trying to get out of it?
And he just says, why would I tell you?
Because maybe I have connections.
And he says, maybe connections to the wrong people. How do I know that you're not working with the city?
Because they took my trust and broke it.
And he's silent for a moment. And then he says, well, me and my co-workers, if you will, have been sent to investigate this city by a council of rulers. And really, we just want to figure out what's going on, and we figured that the best place to do that would be the giant tower in the middle of the city. Where else would it be?
So, Nutmeg, this would tell you specifically
Yes.
that what's been going on in this city has caught the attention of the other rulers outside the Mage City,
Okay.
which is somewhat concerning.
Oh, concern. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I see it.
Because it's kind of jiving with what you're
Yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah. How much do you trust these rulers?
And, he says, well, to be honest, not even as far as I could throw them, which isn't very far. But I believe that it's in the best interest of the wider world and people that history doesn't repeat itself. if you understand what I mean by that. And if you don't, well, the last time that there was a magical city that got a little bit too big for its britches, well,
It didn't
it was a
last long.
disaster. Too
I
many
know
people
that
died.
tale. Way too many.
Innocent
What do
people.
you do with the information if you get it?
Well, assuming that it all goes smoothly, we would inform our patrons of what exactly is going on, but it depends. If it's something that, say, might be something that would be better off kept a secret, maybe it would be something to keep to ourselves, but make no mistake, I am not doing this for the interest of any ruler or kingdom or government. I'm doing this in the interest of the common people. I don't want to see more innocents die in a pointless war. And if I can prevent that, then so be it. I'll work with whoever I must.
Now, to give a little context for viewers, if you're just joining us, what they're talking about was the Great Mage War, which the mages of, the past, when there was a previous mage city, they were strong enough to try and usurp the gods themselves. They thought themselves so strong and so mighty that they picked a fight with the gods. And there were many lives lost as the gods themselves sent their believers, their own followers of the many different gods and goddesses within this world, sent their followers to go and fight against the mage city. But when the gods saw that there was so much loss of life, that this was not showing any signs of ending, the gods themselves came and wiped the mage city out, destroying it. But with the destruction of the mage city, because of the amount of power that was used to just directly destroy the mage city, there was fallout. I mean, not like radiation or anything like that, but the destruction not just affected the mage city, it affected everyone. So that's what they're speaking of.
Yeah.
So go ahead and continue.
Yeah, so that's Loret's piece that he has spoken, and he waits for a response. He's not moving from his spot yet. He's sitting kind of as far back into the cart as he can be, and he still has the thing inside his costume,
yeah.
just in case.
Right. Well, I'll give you this warning. I wouldn't trust the mage tower.
I think he just says, "Oh, really? I never thought of that."
Wow.
There is a small chuckle from said voice. I'll be around should trouble arise.
Oh,
And he just says, "Well, if you've ever heard of me, then you'll know that trouble follows in my wake."
I have not, but good to know.
And I mean, I assume they can't see each other, but the sound of him like taking off and then putting his hat back on, he kind of, as if to give an introduction, he says, "Well, I am Loret the Daft, and some have heard of my exploits. I go around, or I used to, before I got this job, I used to go around and set things right in corrupt towns and mines, anywhere where corruption and an unchecked authority runs rampant, well, the best thing to solve something like that is a jester who won't shut up.
Well, I am a voice that you shall only hear for now. And should trouble arise that you can't find yourself in, or out of, I'll be there. Maybe you'll see my face one day. And as for that fake, they'll know. It's not magical.
Yeah, and
The
he
original.
says, and he said, "Oh, I don't expect them to believe it for long, just long enough for us to get inside."
That won't even get you inside.
And he just says, "We will see."
And there is no response.
Yeah, and with that, he's gonna stow away the replica, with the same spot where he puts all the other stuff, the real one and the piece, and he's gonna leave and he's gonna take a look around just in case. He's probably not gonna see anything, but he's gonna, give the whole cart area a once-over just in case, and then he's going to be on his way back to the tower.
So
to
what I
regroup
want you
with
to do,
Nelson.
Lorit, is what would be the check to see how well you hide these?
Sleight of hand?
I was
I
thinking
mean,
that
I don't
too.
know. Maybe? I mean, there wasn't a check to hide the other ones.
Yeah, I know, but
he's just
somebody's
putting it in the same
watching this
spot.
time, so that's why I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah, I can roll a sleight of hand. I'll do that
Okay.
gladly. That's a 14.
All
Could
right.
be better, but
So, Nutmeg, I will allow you one perception check to see if you can see where he hit the stuff.
I was muted that whole time. God damn it.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was a base 3. So no, she probably had walked off at that point, apparently.
Okay, yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, you don't actually see it. So, all right. So, okay, cool. Going back
Yep.
to
Okay.
Red, Sylvie, and
Oh.
Rio. So, Rio, you wandered off by yourself. You're kind of just like wandering through here. Now, the only thing I'm gonna have you do is tell me how you're walking through these halls. Like, what is your demeanor as you walk through these halls? Will, you there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so what's Rio's demeanor like as he walks through these halls? How does he carry himself through these halls?
He's kind of looking around, just kind of sort of this very calm, because for him, these sorts of things, these sorts of colleges aren't really something he's used to. I mean, he's 130 years old. So
Yeah. I mean, young
Yeah,
for
he's-
Kitsune standards, but yeah.
but yeah, old in terms of
Human standards.
human.
So, but you look young. So, as you're just kind of walking through these halls, like you're kind of out of place and just not exactly sure where, and not exactly sure how to, navigate these schools, as it seems foreign to you. You are walking, and an older gentleman with balding hair and spectacles walks up to you and says, "What are you doing out of class? You should be in class already. You don't understand. If you do not pay attention to your studies, when the exams come around, you will not be able to pass, which will cost your family money and also cost us our precious time. Come with me, I will bring you to your class. Now tell me, which class are you in?
Rio,
No.
Rio thinks for a second, and he's going. Let me just double check something.
See, Rio, this is what happens when you don't stay with the family.
He's going to. He's going to go with the simple class of evocation.
Evocation.
Yeah, just something simple, something that he could probably get away with by simply doing.
Oh, hang on. Somebody's knocking on my door. Give me a second. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Entertain the chat. I'll be right back.
Hi, chat.
It's a wonder how much
No,
can be
the
accomplished.
plan
with
earlier
that
though, I was straight up gonna
acting
just
like you're
actually
supposed to be there.
Sorry, I think I was talking over you.
I was just saying, it's a wonder how much can be accomplished just by pretending you're supposed to be there.
Yeah. It's kind of hilarious. It's kind of funny that
Just
like,
act
I have
confident.
this character, and then I was like talking to my siblings, and then like I had this idea for a character that actually would fit perfectly in this campaign. But yeah, it's hilarious.
But no, the plan was like, because obviously the first day of it was on the spot, but then the second half of it actually planned out that if Rios was brought up, I would say, oh yeah, that's the husband, and since he's been there in all armor, they couldn't tell if they were or weren't the parent, so it would work.
Yeah, plus
It's like,
he's.
and I'm a stepchild, so whatever.
Yeah, plus
Well, yeah, but
he's.
you could just be stepchild for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Rio's 6'5", so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I got the height from you.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to do that I forgot to try out is one, I don't know if it actually would have been possible, but two, I wanted to give my character elf ears because I have an ability to do that, and wanted to see if I could play it off.
I mean, you could have.
Because since I like changed up my character thingy so that way it can actually be more playable than it was before. It has a thing called malleable physique. And I can do it 3 times in a day, and it lasts as long as I want it to.
Ooh.
The only downside is if someone thinks I'm in a disguise, which technically I can do this to be disguised as anyone I want to, kind of physically, kind of like the spell to transform yourself into someone, but obviously the clothes aren't included. But it's kind of a similar thing, but physically doing it. But someone can see through it with an investigation check. But the DC is 8 plus Constitution modifier, which mine's 3, and proficiency bonus. So they would have to be a 13 if they even suspected it to begin with.
All right, I'm
Which
back.
I find it hard to believe anyone would think that.
All right.
Oh, actually, real quick, it's a side question. Dragon,
Yes.
I have a malleable physique ability that I can use 3 times, I think, every short rest or so.
Okay.
The problem is, there's a separate ability for my skeleton blade that doesn't have a limit to how much I can use it, or when I can pull it out or put it back in. It's just there when my skeleton form is active, which I think is my malleable physique, because it's the only thing that falls under. And do I have free
have
reign to like?
no idea until I look at all this, because to be completely honest, I have no idea what you're talking about at the moment.
Fair point.
Anyway,
I'll just use free reign up until we figure it out.
yeah, that's fine, at least for the session, because I don't think there's really going to be any combat unless somebody does something very stupid. Anyway, so okay, so what were you saying, Rio? You do the evocation thing, right?
Yeah, I'll pretend like I'm in the evocation class, even though I'm very much out of place because I'm in armor.
Uh-huh. And that's another thing that he lectures you about is not being in uniform, and stuff like that. As he brings you to the evocation class, and he opens the door and says, "Look what we have here, Professor. We have ourselves a straggler. Seems that they are new, so please be lenient with this one. I think this school is new to them. So yes, please continue your class. Now you can find a seat over there, sir." And gestures for you to go inside the class.
I'd like to imagine all the students are like much shorter, not by like exactly a lot, but like he's 6 foot. I imagine all of them are at least like at the average 5 foot, or some of them being dwarves. Like just all of them seeing this tall, metal covered person, and just like some of them just like, is he in our class?
Yeah, and well, no, this is a college, so there's adults here. There's some pretty tall humans within here, and some pretty tall elves. Of
Yeah,
course, there are
so you did
gnomes,
great.
halflings, stuff like that in here too.
Yeah. So height isn't based off of age in the D&D world.
So, the only thing that sets Rio apart is the fact that he's in armor, and the rest of the students are in their school clothes. The teacher says, well, that'll have to be a demerit for you not wearing your school uniform. Why are you even wearing armor? I mean, you know that sorcerers don't exactly use armor.
Yeah, and at that point, Rio's just going to kind of scratch the back of his neck as the fur that's been kind of around his neck, kind of acting as sort of the clasp around the top of his cloak. It kind of moves as he'll kind of look around to find a spot to sit. And you see finally that that fur, that's actually his tail.
Hmm.
So yeah, hiding in plain sight, anyone?
Right? So now you're hiding in this classroom, just kind of stuck here. As it seems that the professors here think that you're a student. We go back to the tour with Sylvie and Katnora.
Nah.
So you guys are kind of walking through here as the half-orc gentleman is sitting there explaining to you the history of this school, that it was founded by a man named Humphrey Carver. Sorry, I had to double check my notes there. Humphrey Carver, a man who founded this school of sorcerers, and then it's been around for about as long as this city has been. It has been around since it was founded. That it was one of the. It was among the first schools that were actually established upon the founding of this mage city. The other two schools being the first that were founded were the wizard school, which is where the high mage holds his school, which is in the tower, and then the druid school, which is across the pond. Those two schools were the other two schools that were founded when this city was founded. So they are the druid school and the sorcerer school and the wizard school were all three the first schools that were founded upon the founding of this city. The other schools of magic that were brought, there is the guy that's giving you the tour actually mentions that there's actually a cleric school, and there's also a paladin school within the city. And he doesn't mention where they are. He kind of says those last two dismissively as he's walking you through the
Yeah,
halls.
makes sense. If we want to know more about them, we would go to those schools and then have a tour. But we're at this one. This is the main.
No,
main stuff.
actually, you misunderstand. Well, actually, you know what? Give me an insight check. We'll do that.
Because I'm just assuming, because like if we're doing this is the main thing, it would make sense we're talking about more about this
Well-
school than the other one.
I mean,
Or is it my
you're not here.
autism?
Why would you do insight?
Yeah, give
It's
me
only-
an insight check.
It's only Rio who's here.
19.
All right, you get the feeling as he says those last two schools, that it's not because they're
Why are you
not.
rolling. You're not here.
I'm Sylvie.
Yeah, Sylvie's
But you're
with
not-
Sylvie's with Cat Nora.
Sylvie's with Cat Nora, and Cat Nora and Sylvia are nowhere near
Yeah,
Rio.
isn't that the?
They're not in the
Oh,
classroom.
I thought you were talking. I thought the guy in the classroom was the one. that
No,
was explaining
this is the
history.
tour. This is the guy giving the tour to Cat
Oh,
Nora and
Oh,
Sylvie.
I
did not
zoned
make
out.
that
I did not
clear.
realize that was
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
all good.
yeah. So,
Actually, okay, so should I roll 2?
if you want to, but if you want to go
Yeah.
ahead and do that, yeah.
Yeah, because my thought process was like, if we're touring this school, so of course they wouldn't really talk about the other ones because this is the main stuff. We're learning about this entire school. If we want to learn about the other ones, we would just go to the other ones and learn about that school.
No. So what you get from both of your insight checks is the
I got
fact-
that 20.
Yeah, I saw that. So he
Congrats,
sits there
by
and
the way.
what you get from him basically saying those last two schools dismissively is that it's not because it's like it doesn't have anything to do with the sorcerer school. He's saying it dismissively because he thinks those two schools of magic are beneath them. That these
Of
two
course.
schools of magic are lower forms of magic. So yeah, that's what you get from the way he says that. That you get the feeling that divine magic is not really considered real magic because the way they feel about it, and you will actually find out later that they feel the same way about warlocks, is that this magic is beneath them because of the fact that you are getting that magic from a higher power. You're not getting it through through birthright, like sorcery, or through learning it like wizards do. And it like you kind of get the feeling from the way he talks about the druid class is they also think that is a lower form of magic. That is why they can kind of consider it like third. That basically they kind of just tolerate the druids, but because they don't really them getting a druid magic from nature is still kind of like getting it from from a higher power, which is nature. But nature isn't really a sentient higher power, kind of like gods or a patron would be. So it's kind of in this gray area.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of like where
I
you
would take
get
offense
that.
to that.
Yeah, that's where you kind of get what you
we
kind of
lost
glean
Bruce.
from your insight on how he said that.
I won't say anything about it. I was kind of just like, okay.
Oh no, I say something when he says that.
And by the way, like I'm just kind of like walking, like just formally behind you guys, or like maybe like right next to you, just yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so what do you
Uh,
say there, Red?
So I got the feeling of like, yeah, he hates the other forms of magic, and that true magic is like wizards and he said also sorcerers, or it's
Yes,
just wizards?
sorcerers, yeah.
Yeah. She would kind of respond and just like, oh yes, some people just don't understand that true talent comes from oneself, and not.
That just dawned on me. What do they think of bards?
That comes from someone that
I was wondering what they
bards
thought. What they,
Oh yeah,
What they-
that
Yeah.
I've
thought about
I've
bards.
been purposely holding that one back.
Because
Because
I don't know how bards
interesting.
work, but I think their magic comes from themselves, right? Because
I
they're
mean-
basically using magic to.
Yeah,
Through music
they
and
use
stuff
the
like
power
that.
Through
of
music.
music for magic, and I would assume that these guys would hold that at least in higher regard than the other ones, because at least that's like you have to practice that. You don't just like, that's like a learned ability. But we'll see.
Yeah, I've been purposely holding that one back. So,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wonder why.
she basically just plays into his feeling to try to more or less
there's a
feel
reason they
like,
don't mention
yes,
it,
be
but
my
yeah.
friend.
So,
Man,
yeah. So what did you say, Red? I'm sorry.
How dare you? She basically, okay, I'll reiterate. She says basically to him in response to what he was saying, she says, "Oh yes, I just don't understand how some people don't see true value in one's actual power and not something that comes from somewhere else."
And you hear this tour guide say, "Exactly. It's basically, in my personal opinion, cheating. You're getting power from a higher power. It is not even something your own."
You know what? I'm gonna make a low jack of this guy, like right now.
I'm
gonna do
over
it.
him like. I'm over like, oh, he probably view my type of magic as like horde or something.
Well, actually,
God.
no. The only reason why they don't actually hold Hemocraft in higher regard, publicly at least, is because that blood magic is kind of considered a taboo. And the thing is, though, is Hemocraft, as far as like with blood hunters and stuff like that, is kind of seen in this gray area because of the fact that it's not really true blood magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because the thing is, though, is true blood magic that's used and that is considered evil, and you would know this because this would be explained to you in the Blood Hunters Order.
Oh, okay.
So, the reason why it's considered in this gray area is because true blood magic is done with the blood of others. To really do that high magic, you need a lot of blood, which usually it means human sacrifice, because losing that much blood is going to kill you. So true blood magic is done with the blood of others, and you can't really do like the high magic. You have blood curses, which it doesn't require as much. A Hemocraft doesn't require as much blood, so therefore it's kind of in this, and it is blood that comes from oneself. So that's why it's kind of seen in this gray area.
No, so they're just kind of neutral about it.
Yeah, well, it seems still kind of as a taboo. People don't really talk about it openly.
Yes, it's just like it.
Yeah. So.
I mean, it's like, well, it comes from oneself.
This guy's a half orc, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Just wanted to check.
But anyway, so he continues to give you this tour, and you glean some more little bits of information. But like I said, I kind of want to move some things along. So these little tidbits aren't really all that important. It's more just kind of lore building. But we can get to that a little bit later. I can actually type some of the stuff that you learn to you in DMs, and we can bring it up in next session, so that way the viewers can hear it later.
To reiterate, I forget a little bit. We're investigating the school because
you're trying to basically get to know these schools here, what they're doing, because you have suspicion that there is something going on in the city that is bad. So you're kind of just investigating.
I bring up a question to him then real quick. Not anything too direct, but I kind of bring up a question of like, while he's giving a tour.
Basic mom's worry.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I can play it into this in a way where I can be direct, but not make it so suspicious. Okay.
Yeah, because you're just worried about your kid.
In your skill set, do they? I don't know how to put it. They put most of the kids here, or even some of the adults here, straight into sort of the military at all? I just wanted my child here. Like, I don't want her to be forced to do battle. If anything, if she wants to go adventuring, that's all on her decision.
Oh,
I don't
no,
want to
no,
know.
no,
Like,
no.
do they? Are they?
The military in our city is completely volunteer-based.
Yeah. I'll kind of give you like a play off, like try to play that, like kind of give you like a grateful smile.
So yes, you wouldn't have to worry about that at all.
Oh, that's so
And
cool. Thank you.
the
If I might,
the tour guide is gonna have to make a roll real quick.
oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, did I ruin it by trying to give you a grateful smile? I was just trying to play it.
No. This is for
Oh,
a
okay.
different reason, but I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Yeah,
It's
he's gonna
not
fail the
for
roll
your
and, like, his head's
ears.
gonna explode.
It is not for your ears.
No.
He's
Keep my
rolling to
ears
see if
clean.
he will become aware that I'm creating a LoJack of him right now. And I actually finished, and I'm
Oh,
gonna post it
real quick.
in...
Dragon,
general.
if I may, if they're doing any sort of type of investigation role, I'm wondering if they'll automatically also pass something that's a passive
Oh, he
on my
has a
character.
+0 to this. Awesome. Oh, he rolled pretty high though. Okay. I would
Oh,
say
no.
that's probably a pass. All right.
I'm worried.
Anyway,
Me too.
so
This is like really nerve-wracking. It's more nerve-wracking than
As
doing
you
assassination
guys
with one of my
come back-
characters.
as you guys come back to the lobby, you see somebody run up to the tour guide and runs up to him and says, "You have to go to the headmaster's office, like right now." And he says, "Okay, why? I'm in the middle of a tour." And he says, "Well, forget the tour. It's gone. You have to go let the headmaster know it is gone." And he
I
looks.
didn't mean to intrude. What's gone?
You see the tour guide look at the other man for a moment, and then his eyes go wide, and he immediately takes off. And the other guy says to you, "I'm sorry, but but tours are done for the day. I must apologize. You will get a full refund if you paid, and if this was a free tour, you have all of our apologies for the inconvenience. Yes, please, this way, out the door, please. Thank you."
Excuse you. I just one more.
He doesn't pay any attention to you. He just kind of like scoots you out the door, and you are
Alright.
kind of
Real
scoot-
quick,
you are
I wanna
scooted
do a
out of
small
the lobby.
I
Consequences
want
of
to do a
our
small thing.
actions.
I don't know. I want to do a small thing. I don't know if I can do it while he's doing it. I want to see if I can sneak it to happen.
What?
Before he closes the door, when he pushes us out,
Uh-huh.
does it look like it's possible to sneak out anywhere from other than the door?
Oh no, there is like people, like there is like a small line of people pushing the guests outside. There wouldn't be any way for you to get through.
Okay, then my other idea wasn't going to work anyway. I was going to turn invisible and then sneak back inside and see what was going on.
Yeah, even if while invisible, there would be no way for you to not get through without bumping into somebody.
Damn.
So, there is like a small line of these clerks that are moving guests outside, and they close the door. And security is actually gesturing for you to actually leave the academy. All in
I guess we
full
would-
armor, just kind of escorting people out.
Hmm.
Oh
Damn.
no.
You
Yeah,
are
I feel like-
now trapped inside, Rio.
Oh god. I feel
As
like
they
when this-
come and they actually take students, including yourself, out of the classrooms and start moving them towards the dormitories.
So I'm just like, consequences. I bet they're like, it's missing. I'm over like in my head. I'm like, uh-oh, consequences. Oh no. Is it the thing we took?
Wait. Do we realize that Real's gone still?
Yeah, it did.
I mean, probably.
Probably by this point.
You would probably notice
am
that your
I able to
6'5"
at all-
companion is conspicuously not standing next to you anymore.
I
Okay,
I
the
get
guards are
like
still
that
supposed to be
anime
going,
thing
right?
in my head of like when they're standing there alone for a moment and they just like turn their head and there's like an outline of the person that's supposed to be there
Yeah,
that just
tick,
kind of
tick,
flashes
tick.
a couple times and then
I
there's
love that. Okay, wait. These guards are still trying to push us off campus.
yeah, they are literally escorting the armed guards are literally escorting you off the academy grounds and into the street.
Ria, I'm very sorry. Hold on a second. My son's still in there. I think he got trapped in there.
Oh.
Don't
Oh, no.
worry. Give me a description of your son and we will find him henceforth.
Well, we
Because
were
we're not-
staying around the premises until you do, and he is a very tall gentleman who is wearing full armor.
Because
An armor. That should be easy to find as none of the students here or faculty wear armor. We will look for him henceforth. And let me tell you something. These men that are in this armor, they're not exactly the same as the guards that you saw outside when you first got here. But they are kind of cut from the same cloth, as they are all very chiseled, strong-looking, handsome men. Each and every one of them.
Oh God.
Yeah, like you see that this is the kind of the aesthetic that the city is going for when it comes to the city officials.
Yeah.
Actually, to tell you the truth, there has not been a single like faculty member or person of a higher station that does not look unattractive. This is kind of like the aesthetic that you see that the city wants to put forth.
Makes sense.
Oh God.
Guessing-
I'm gonna try something,
very
but I don't know if it's gonna be
characteristic
stupid.
of
Wait,
Good thing I'm immune to that.
would
Italian.
anything as far as nobility and or high power, as far as like other areas of like either state or countries or whatever, would any of those have any sort of hold any power in this city?
Say that one more time.
Okay, basically,
Kind of, yeah. Condense
would
it, please.
would any powers of like either nobility, any high priority people that are just like high military standing people, like say like a high general or whatever, like any sort of personal
You're
power,
not-
like,
You're not
would any of
phrasing
their
this quicker.
Any of their what?
would any either like persons that hold their symbols, any actual family members of them, would anyone hold power in the city, or do they not give a crap
Do,
about whoever's
do
outside the
nobles
wall?
from outside the city hold power here?
No, they
Yes.
are pretty fairly isolated here.
Gotcha. Never mind. I'm not gonna try the idea I was gonna do because it's not gonna work anyway.
You need to work on not over-explaining what
All
I'm
right.
trying to say.
All right, so moving from this situation back to Lorit, what are you doing?
Yes. Well, Sir Juice is not in the call, and he hasn't come back, so
He might have
That's
lost
probably gonna-
connection.
throw a wrench. I mean, it's been a minute, so I don't know. But Laura was going to go, regroup with Nelson. But I presume that once he gets to the tower, he would probably see the chaos that is unfolding outside of the college, because he could see it from the tower earlier. He
Actually,
could probably see
also
all the
you,
people
Nutmeg,
being,
you
like, ushered
also
out.
see this chaos as well, happening outside of the Sorcerer's College.
Yeah, there's just a disembodied sigh somewhere.
Just
I think-
goodness, not chicken.
You, because
Like,
you
so-
are more, you have based your life for the past couple, 2-3 years, off of surveillance. So you have learned to hear the whispers that are around.
Yes.
And so you hear the whispers of certain officials speaking to other officials. It's gone. We don't know where it is. we went and checked the warehouse and it's not
Oh
there.
no.
So I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We don't even know how anybody got inside. Like the trap was triggered, but there was no body, no ashes, no nothing. We
trace.
do not know how they got inside. And they were
The
like,
disintegration trap?
it was
No, there was a
was a-
fireball trap.
yeah, it was a high level fireball trap.
Yeah.
I am
And
back.
Nelson set it off, and then we just went in through a window because they're stupid and they didn't expect anyone to go through a window.
I mean, if you surround yourself
They-
with
they put, like,
magic,
a-
you'll stop
They
thinking
put
about
like a
people doing
super
it in normal
advanced
ways. Yeah.
like hyper lock on their front door, and then left their window open right next to it. That's basically what happened. They just didn't expect anybody to do that.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Right.
So, yeah,
Noted.
I never said that they had the highest of security in that warehouse.
Yeah, I mean, they thought they did.
But
Okay.
That makes sense.
so-
Like, if you're surrounded by magic, you're gonna act as if like, everyone's gonna use magic, but then like you just don't think about.
yeah,
when
that's
people
basically
just do
what it
norm-
is. They guarded
normal
against.
day-to-day
They expected people to
things.
break in with magic.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They expected people to break in with magic. But anyway,
A weakness.
so that's what you hear, Nutmeg.
Yep.
So,
Got it.
what? Now we are at Nutmeg. What is Nutmeg?
Oh, hang on. I didn't even get to say what Laura was doing.
Oh,
I
I'm so
completely glossed
sorry.
over
Holy
that.
shit.
I said
I'm
like,
just
oh, I
trying
would
to
assume
make
he
sure
sees
I
that,
get
right?
everybody,
and
and I
you
fucked
went
it up.
totally
Okay.
off.
Yeah. Anyway, go
Um,
ahead. Go ahead. No,
so-
sorry.
Laura can see that right from the base of like the tower, right?
Right.
From yeah, he can see that chaos. So I think taking that opportunity, because there might not be another one. He's gonna go to the tower, right to the front, and he's gonna try to go in. What happens?
All right. So you are immediately stopped by these exact same strapping-looking young guards
Okay. These
standing
clones.
outside. Yeah. They're not exactly clones. They're all different people, obviously.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
are
I know,
built.
but, you know.
Yeah, they're built the same. They're kind of like, yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
He's unamused at the sight of these guys. He's like, great. Like, how many are there? They're making them in a factory. Yeah, so
Yeah,
They
my
they
God,
look
I
at
love-
you and they say, "Ah, yes, the kobold with the circus. If you're looking for a tour of the Wizard College, you must make an appointment. Please
and he says,
make an appointment with the side office down here." He gestures to a small building that's actually next to the mage tower, and he gestures to it and says, "Make an appointment with the secretary, and we shall appoint you a tour at a later date." And after
And
his spiel is
he's-
ended, he just goes silent.
He's a little surprised. He didn't expect them to be so welcoming. He thought that they were gonna just like turn him away immediately. And so he says, "Oh, excellent." And he goes over to the spot, to the place, to the office. To do that, he's gonna do it. Sure, why not? You know, opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, there is a
Um,
lady at the desk that is standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
She's
it's
a
normal.
she's
I
a
assume
young
He,
half-elven woman.
I like to think that he walks up to the desk and she just can't see him. So he has to reach up and like tap his like little kobold claw on the desk to get her attention because he's so short.
She peeks over the desk
And-
and expecting to see like a halfling or a dwarf or something like that. She sees you, and she says, "Oh, a kobold. We don't get many kobolds here very often, so this is a surprise. Yes.
Yeah.
What can I do for
He
you?"
hears that often. He sort of he gives a little curtsy with his hat, as a greeting, and he says, "As you may have guessed by my attire, my circus is in town, and well, we were thinking of having a little break, a little fun while we're here, and we figured, what better place than to have a tour of this beautiful tower here? And I was told that I had to come here to schedule an appointment.
Ah, yes. Are you thinking about joining our illustrious school?
That is in the cards, potentially.
Ah, yes. So what is your area of expertise in your magical affinity?
Well, he. So he's going. I'm gonna have him do a little slickage here. He's going to sort of. He's act like he's thinking. He's put his hand on his chin, and as he thinks, he's going to turn away and slip a jaw harp into his mouth, and turn back with that in his mouth now, and he is going to use that to cast. He'll cast minor illusion, and have a little bit of. He'll put his hands out and miniature fireworks come out of his hands, and with that in his mouth, so he's like a little bit like he's like illusions.
Ah, yes. I see that you are a bard.
And he was hoping to have not disclosed that fact. That's why he used
Oh
the
wait,
jaw harp to hide
oh,
it.
okay. So that actually is like
it's
fully
in
hidden.
his mouth.
Oh, okay, okay. I
It's
don't
in
know
his
what
mouth,
those
and he
are,
played it
so
with his-
like I didn't know what it
Yeah.
like actually.
No, a jaw harp. There are a few different types. There are kinds that you just put in your mouth and like you hold it, but some you can put them all the way in your mouth and you can't see them. And he has one of those.
Oh, okay.
So that he can.
Okay.
He's playing it with his tongue inside of his mouth so that she can't see that he is using that to cast a spell.
Ah,
He has
okay.
Instead of having one instrument as a spellcasting focus, he just has a comical amount of tiny novelty instruments.
Okay.
Which includes
okay.
a jaw harp. I've had that one in mind for a long time. He has a secret jaw harp for emergencies.
Okay.
And he uses that. He creates like a little illusion. He says, illusion. That's what he's good at. He's gonna
Okay.
say.
She's okay. Yes. I feel that you would make a decent fit into our school. So yes. How long have you been studying magic for?
And he says, oh, well, to tell you the truth, quite a while. And he kind of looks around faux sheepishly, and he like acts as though like he's telling you a secret. Says, well, to tell you the truth, I'm 64. I've been practicing for a while, but I really need to step it up. That's true, by the way. He is 64, which is really pretty old for a kobold.
And
Oh,
she's like,
good.
okay. Well, very well. Yes, then you would probably be one of our more senior members here, which is will get you access to more than our younger students. So, yes, well, here, if you would fill this out, we'll set you up an appointment, and I feel that the High Mage will be very excited to meet someone who has been studying magic for a long time, such as yourself.
He takes the thing.
It's like
are
parchment on
the
like this
fields?
piece of board that you can use to write on.
Yeah, what kind of things is he expected to fill out here?
Yeah, it's just like age, name, and what school of magic you're in, and a time that works for you to be able to come and visit the college.
I think he's going to. He'll be a little dishonest. He won't put his real name on there. He'll just put like a fake name, something that sounds passable for a kobold. Because he has his full name is Lord Luminablax. That's a really distinct name. They may or may not have heard of him, and that might not be good. So he'll put that down. That's his fake name.
It's a good thing that you put
He'll
a
put his
fake name
age.
because, well, yeah, the high mage probably knows you, or
Yeah.
at least knows of you.
It's like It's like for lack of a better comparison, it's like Hitler is like, ah, yes, who is signed up to join my army? Steve Rogers? Yes, I should let him in. Good idea.
Oh
Like-
yeah, we should definitely get this guy. He's so
Anyway.
trustworthy.
But he does put his actual age down, and he puts illusions as his preferred school, and he puts the time at like around like noon, you know, kind of like early afternoon, because later in the day is where an impromptu circus show might happen, and just in case things end up conflicting.
Right.
So he fills that out, and then he hands it back.
Yeah, and you hear footsteps rushing past the office that you're in, heading towards the High Mage's Tower.
Interesting. So can he spot the source of those footsteps?
Yeah, well, the thing is though is that it you can see like a few different people. You don't know who they are, but they rush past the window as you turn and look, as more footsteps rush past to go towards the High Mage's Tower. And you see even the lady at the desk kind of stops and goes, "Huh, I wonder what all the commotion's about."
And he kind of voices a similar like, that is interesting. I don't know. I'm new here. I couldn't imagine what goings on might be around here. I only arrived in town just the other day.
You're with the circus, so you don't live here, so you wouldn't know. I wouldn't expect that, but you know, it's just interesting. We don't get too much commotion around here, except for the minor earthquakes from time to time.
And he just says, "Oh yes, I've heard about those." And he's going to not mention the fact that, like the other day, somebody turned into a gargoyle for no reason. You know, that's neither here nor there. He's not going to bring that up.
Right.
And to say that he's heard of the earthquakes, and actually that there was one when he first arrived. As a matter of
yes,
fact.
you weren't hurt, were you?
And he says, no, I managed to break my fall. But, hell of a welcome, isn't it?
Yes. Very much so. Well, do you give her the information once you're finished?
Yeah, he gives it back.
Okay. She takes it and she says, yes, early afternoon. So if I look at the schedule, yes, it seems that there is an opening a couple weeks from now. Are you okay with that? Are you going to be here that long?
And he says, I would say that it's a safe bet that I will be.
Yes, having a circus in town for that long, it's so much fun. Well, I hope to catch one of your shows soon.
And he just says, well, I would assume you know where to find us, and if you don't, we're in the square in the center of town.
Well, yes, thank you so much.
Do we actually plan to put on circus shows?
Yeah, it's happened once already.
We did. Yeah, we already did.
Oh,
No, we did a good job.
You just weren't here.
damn it! I missed that.
But
It was it was a lot of
so
like
back-
juggling.
Back to Nutmeg. So you see all this commotion and you hear those whispers. What does Nutmeg do? As you are fairly certain you know what this commotion is about.
And she knows that they're going to try and give the arc thrower to the wizard's tower.
Yes. Well, no. Did you mention that, Laura, or no? Or insinuate or anything like that?
To Nutmeg's character?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there was something alluding to it.
He said that he was going to, that he implied that he had an intention to enter the Mage's Tower with the replica and use the real one as some kind of bargaining chip once he was inside.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, you would know.
The general idea is something like say, oh, you know, we have your thing, bring the fake, and then once they're in with the fake, say, well, this one's actually fake. We have the real one
Yeah.
stored away somewhere, and you know, just tell us what you know, and maybe we'll hand it over.
Can she run in with that group of people that were rushing through?
Yeah.
And she is going to use one of her innate spells to disguise herself to look like a student there
Okay.
that she has worked with.
Okay. All right. I'll say with that, roll a stealth check with advantage
Okie dokie.
because you are disguised as a student, so
Yeah,
that is why
yeah,
you get the
yeah,
advantage.
yeah. Okay, that's 15.
I will. You met the DC I had in my head right on the money. So
Needed to beat it.
yes.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it was a higher DC because you know there's a lot of people around. They might have seen you change. You know that's but nobody managed to see that. So you're good.
Cool.
So yeah, you managed to kind of move with the flow of the traffic, kind of like rushing about, and you see that there's several of these sorcerers that run into the mage's tower, and you see them starting to go to that familiar area, and it gives you a moment of
She doesn't
pause.
go there.
Yeah,
She does not go there.
Yeah, I would figure not.
She'll find like a little place to deke out of the way, like quietly, not noticed, just like, okay, I'm in, I'm good. That's it.
Yeah, and you get the idea that they are going down to tell the researchers that the warehouse had been broken into, and at least one thing was stolen, but they need to make sure that the other things in that warehouse were not stolen.
Yes.
So, you know, you can kind of infer that that's what they're doing, is they're going down there to report. Yeah, you are standing in there, and roll me a perception check.
Sure. I like this dice. 13.
What you're able to glean a little bit.
Cool.
What you get is that they are going to the one thing you glean. There could have been more, I promise you, but the main thing that you glean from this is the one thing that says they are going to try to track the Artcaster with a locate object spell.
Uh-oh.
Noted. Yep. Cool.
The other whispers that you hear, you can't really discern. But
yeah, of course.
you get that one, because that one is that is actually coming from a couple higher ups in the R&D division that kind of walk
it makes
by
sense.
you. That says that that's what their plan is.
Cool. Did she get any mention of when they were going to be doing that?
No. Not with a 13.
Okay. Cool.
Well, that throws a wrench in our gears.
I might.
Yeah, but you didn't hear it.
Well, Nutmeg can.
I might have to change this intro now.
Well, things. The thing is, though, is like I'm not gonna lie to you, Nutmeg. I apologize. We're kind of doing this on the fly because there was a couple of things that I forgot. I mean, I honestly should have had my notes up when we were talking, but I did not. So
it's all good. No, it's good. This is a really good introduction, I think. So she will go back out and just be like, oh, student, there's chaos. I want to leave. Blah blah blah. And so would she have seen Laura in the administration office?
Actually, that's a really good question because you are exiting, and you do see Lorit exiting the office at the same time.
Yeah, he's a very unmistakable individual, and you can also hear him. His outfit is covered in bells,
Yup.
jingle bells.
Well, this person, hold on, where is that? You see this person walk up to you. She's in kind of like brown robes, white hair, pink eyes, very mage-like.
Oh, you're really pretty.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. I see you are looking for a tour of the Mage Tower.
And he says, yes, I am. Kind of a little suspiciously.
Well, unfortunately, due to some circumstances, tours probably are not going to be happening, and, they're looking for something, and, magic is involved, so you might want to, not be here when that happens.
And he does say, well, I was just on my way out. And he begins to walk off towards back to the place, to the base of operations, the camp.
She is going to continue walking behind. Just not saying anything.
Yeah. And
Jesus.
he kind of just, is it safe to say he would recognize the voice?
I feel like closer to the tower, she was kind of putting on like a Valley Girl accent, but I can't do a Valley Girl accent.
I think it's
Oh,
oh my
yeah, that's
god.
It's
I
like,
knew
oh
somebody
my
was gonna
gosh,
do
you
the
know.
oh my god.
Oh my
Right,
goodness. This is
he
the
was a
I do not
little-
be annoying. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so then he was just kind of initially suspicious, like, that's weird timing,
A
Um,
little bit.
but then, so as he's walking, he knows, it's pretty obvious that she's still behind him. You can kind of feel when somebody's just hovering behind you. So he says, well, isn't that a coincidence? We seem to be going the same way.
It sure is.
And he sort of, he keeps walking,
And then he hears a voice in his head.
uh-huh.
They're going to track the rifle you have with magic, and they will find it.
And, I assume this is message, so he can respond.
This is a message. Yes.
Yeah, so he responds with, well, that's great. Don't suppose there's anything we can do to circumvent that?
Could potentially stow the item somewhere else, or we might be able to pull off that maybe you were hired by somebody in the school to go and get it. And you just went to the wrong tower. Or just, give it back. So you don't, get arrested or killed.
And, I think he says, well, I know which option is out of the question. And he thinks, he ponders for a moment, and he says, how precise is this spell?
I don't have locate object in front of me, so
I do.
Ooh.
Because maybe it's a spell that she has.
Yeah.
You describe a name or an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object location within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. Yes.
yeah.
I see.
And for those
So-
of you who are watching the stream, you can see the description right there in the lower right-hand corner if you want to take a look at that.
Aha, well, we can circumvent this. Reading the description, at least.
But
We
would
just
you know that
need-
spell?
A bit of lead. Well, I mean, Loret is... He's a pretty well-known guy on magic. Let me check his arcana, to be sure. I mean, he's got a +1 to arcana. He's... I mean,
There is.
he's a magic user. He does know how, like, spells tend to work, and it kind of pops into his head. Would lead work?
Potentially, you'd have to get a very large box to fit that in. But
And the question is do you have time?
Just...
we don't know how long it's going to be. They could be doing it right now, or they could be doing it later. But I highly suspect that they are doing it as soon as they can. What if?
Safe to assume.
Safe to assume that. What if you give it back, I can give you information on the Mage's Tower?
And he ponders for a moment.
You might want
He's
to
really
trust
stubborn
your
about this because
party.
he's very stubborn about this because we put in a lot of effort to get both the actual thing and the fake, and to just give it back after all that would suck. That'd be stupid. You know, we went through so much trouble for that.
Yeah.
And so he just says, "But would it be better than what I could get straight from the source?"
No. I am the source.
And he says, "Really? Do you mean the source? Because, for all I know, there could be somebody who knows a little bit more, you know, say, the Archmage, for example."
There's always somebody who knows more. How close do you want to get? Do you really think?
As close as possible.
Do you really think that a ragtag bunch of adventurers like you, who dressed up as clowns to get into the city, are going to stop an archmage from just killing you outright because you want information?
Level 20.
And-
Mage city?
And I think he just, he says to her, "I've been doing things like this basically my whole life, and I'm 64. I would like to think I can handle myself in a situation like this."
I feel like we should talk to the rest of your party. There's
And
a
he
lot
does-
going on here.
He does agree on that, and says, like, yes, that would be in order.
Yeah.
And
I'll just wait
speaking
by your
of,
cart.
you also see in the distance for it, you see Sylvie and Petnora, and you don't see Rio though. Walking back.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't imagine we're
Well.
just being silly about like how to pretend that you're my mom.
Yeah, he looks at them and he sticks two of his fingers in his mouth and he whistles really loud to get their attention, and waves at them, like kind of urgently.
I will say also Sir Druce is with you guys. You guys can fill him in later on what he might
Yeah.
have missed.
Yeah. So Lort whistles really loud at the group to get their attention and waves them over.
All right, so you guys hear that whistle, and
It's loud. He knows how to do a really loud whistle.
So I kind of
You know, he
like,
put his fingers in his mouth for that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I still have like very like kind of like, you know, dog-like or wolf-like reactions. It's more just like if I had ears, you'd imagine like it would be twitching. Goodness.
Yeah, perk up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you guys meet up again at the center of town, where you have
Mhm.
your wagon.
Yeah.
Now is the perfect time to share what you might have gleaned or what you know.
Yeah.
And of course, introduce the new person.
Yeah. Who actually Laura can't introduce her because he doesn't know her name or anything,
Nope.
really.
Nope.
Um
There's just a random woman sitting
yeah.
in your camp.
Yeah. Yeah. So Lauret is the one to initiate because he usually is. And as soon as everyone's within earshot, he's not going to worry about Rio at the moment because, you know, it's more urgent matters. He needs to get this information out to who's here, and then we can figure that out later. He's gonna say that there may be a change in plans. They might be onto us. They are most likely, and we don't know when, but likely as soon as possible, are going to be casting a spell to locate the artifact that we stole, and it is precise enough to find us. So we have a few options. If we can manage in time, it would be nice to acquire some lead to block it. And if we can't do that, we're going to have to think of something else. And then after he like kind of rambles about that for a second, he gestures to the other and says, "What did you two find out? Where did Rio go? Where did he go?"
Where did who go?
Sorry, forgot I was muted.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say real quick,
Rio.
one, Tenar would explain that they basically lost him at the school. They have no clue since then. I also need to hop off as something's going on, and I'm probably going to be off the rest of the night. So if anything,
okay.
NPC for
Okay.
me going forward.
Well,
Sorry,
we have
I
three.
I was able to get on.
We have
but-
2 members missing at the moment, so I think this might be a good place to
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, it's a good. Feel like that's a sign
Yeah.
that we should
No,
I'm
stop it
sorry.
here.
it's okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Nutmeg, will you be able to be back here next week to kind of, because this is kind of an abrupt end. It's not exactly where I wanted to end off with your character.
Yep. Next week I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we'll have
think-
Nutmeg back again next Friday, guys. Of course, you will also be seeing her again for the Tuesday game. So you know, and believe it or not, actually on my YouTube, I've actually had a couple comments saying that they actually liked the character that you made for
Ooh.
Dragon Age. So
Oh, thanks.
It's so nice.
She's something.
Yeah.
Yep.
so
Put it that way.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and rate out for both Twitch and YouTube. Not YouTube, Twitch and Rumble. My bad.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's
Yeah.
here!
I do need to head off now though. But I'm sorry I wasn't able to show up for a while, but I'm glad I was able to show up at least a
Well,
little bit now.
don't say
'cause I was
goodbye.
gonna make that
Don't
funny
leave without
scene.
saying goodbye to the chat.
Ah, yes. Goodbye, chat. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for dealing with our craziness.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, peace out.
See you later.
See ya.
All right. So. Oh God, yeah. Like I'm not gonna raid Pokimane. She is way too big for me to raid. It's not even gonna be a blip on her radar, probably.
Is
Yeah.
Germa streaming?
Who?
Germa?
I don't know.
You didn't check? I don't have Twitch. I can't check.
Oh, actually, one of my really good friends is streaming, and they're streaming Baldur's Gate 3, so fuck yeah. I will rate
Oh, hey.
her.
Appropriate.
Nice.
Her name is Kitten of Metal. I love her name.
That is a cool name.
I haven't rated her in a long time because she hasn't been on, so this is gonna be nice.
Yeah, I always suggest Germa to raid because he's just at the right size where he'll actually see it, but also still is like a known streamer.
I mean, she has 25 viewers, so that's still that's small enough. But yeah, here we go. We're rating Kitten of Metal on Twitch, guys. Give her a lot of love. She's awesome. She's one of my favorite people. So yeah, here we go.
I'm muted.
Well, that was.
Don't forget the
Oh,
Rumble.
that just happened.
Yep.
I don't think I
Dragon,
went
don't
for
forget the
Bridget.
Rumble.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Kitten. She's awesome.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Then we got a raid for Rumble. Hang on, here we go. Going to Rumble.
How are you? Wrath is muted.
What, Ari?
Oh my god, camera.
Why are you screaming?
All right. We're gonna find somebody random to raid on Rumble because we don't know too many people on Rumble yet. We just started on that platform,
I
so
haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing?
Yeah.
here we go. Let's take a look on
I
here.
can't do anything.
Wonder.
Somebody's
Oh, do you wanna
doing
use your
Destiny
action?
2.
Yeah. I was hoping I could
Always fun.
hit him for 15, but
You should have just picked me up.
Let's
So there was two of us.
see.
I know I'm sorry.
There is somebody. Well, they all have like high view counts.
Saved.
Move down a little bit. See if we can find somebody smaller.
Damn it.
Kind of like introduce ourselves to.
Dragon, thank you for the raid. How are you? Where have you been?
Yeah, here we go. Somebody's doing Warhammer. That's
It
kind
looks
of
like
neat.
you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
How is
Oh,
that
how the
going?
What kind of
turns are
Warhammer?
tabled.
Thank you so much for the raid and bringing your community over here. I appreciate you. Will,
All the
thank you for the
Warhammers.
follow. I hope you're doing amazing.
All right, here we go.
All 40,000 of them.
Oh
where were
yes,
we?
all 40,000 of them.
All right, hey,
The fuck?
But
This is the wrong one.
I will take my leave though. But before I do, I will mark that I'll always be humored by the fact that Lauren is 64.
Ah,
I
yeah.
just think that's really
That
funny.
is kind of funny. That is kind of funny.
Like I remarked earlier that if only Laura was with there because he's old enough to pass as any of their parent really. Except for maybe Rio, but like
Last
still.
time we did enough damage to this
It's
guy, he
very
started
nice.
freaking out. Let's see if we can do it again.
Well, no, they can live up to 120. But
Yeah,
like,
Well, I
but
guess we
it's
left
usually like
here
20
right
to
after that,
60.
right?
Uh-huh.
yeah, they don't typically live
All
very
right,
long.
we're raiding out
Um,
on Rumble. Say goodbye, everybody.
Hit him.
Goodbye.
But I will take my leave with that. So bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh boy.